Hey guys, so this is going to be the final video in my mummy series. Here is the Dark Mummy. So again, we're going to look at the skills, and then we're going to talk about some rune builds. So as always with the mummies, the leader skill is going to be a resistance according to the attribute, so it increases the resistance of all ally monsters with the dark attribute by 38%. Next we'll have the Cursed Body passive, and we'll talk about runes for this passive. At the cost of 5% of your current HP, your attacks will deal additional damage based on how much HP the enemy has lost. This effect will only activate on your monster's turn. And then we'll have Smother, attacks all enemies and disturbs their HP recovery for 2 turns with a 75% chance. Now these other two are just like the other mummies. The damage of this attack increases accordingly to your max HP. And finally, Touch of Corruption, attacks the enemy twice and deals damage accordingly to your max HP. Also deals continuous damage for 1 turn with a 20% chance. So what makes the Dark Mummy unique is its passive Cursed Body. So at the 5% of your current HP, your attacks will deal additional damage. So you're going to get minus, of course, your damage. However, you will do more HP depending on how much you'll do more damage, I should say, depending on how much the enemy you're attacking has lost. So this will bring interesting runes. So we want to think about either making it sort of an attacker or bulky for the other mummies for these other two skills here, Smother and Touch of Corruption. So first I want to talk about the tanky builds. Of course, as always, we want to go for maybe Violent and Energy to try to get some dots up and want to get that Smother. So instead of Violent Energy for Smother specifically for the HP recovery, we can do Violent Focus, or we can do Violent Revenge if we're trying to do some dots. Vampire, especially for, I believe, yeah, you can try Vampire here because you are going to get hit. I haven't seen any gameplay yet, but since it's minus 5% of your HP when you're attacking, you want to get something back. So Vampire will be interesting to see there. So something like Vampire, maybe Revenge, Vampire Energy, that way you get slow. Well, if you counterattack, I don't know if that counts as your turn, so probably not, I'm guessing. So if you do counterattack, I believe that just won't. I don't know for sure, I haven't seen any gameplay. But if you're going to do a defensive bulky mummy here, you're going to want probably all energy, maybe HP percent, something of sort of those lines. Violent or Vampire Focus, Violent Energy, if you want to make use of the dots. However, for this first skill here, you can do something interesting. You can make it sort of an attacker, offensive if you'd like to. So you can put some critical damage, crit rate, or attack percent as your 4. However, I would stay away from putting any more attack on your 2 and 6 because he will not last and he will be probably knocked out right away. So it's your choice here. Personally, if you want a tanky build, you're going to go for the all energy, maybe HP percent. Or if you want a daughter or continuous damage monster, you're going to try to do a Vampire Focus, Vamp Revenge, Violent Focus, something of sort of that lines, with probably HP, maybe Speed as your first, HP percent. And finally, if you wanted to do an attacker, you can do something like Vampire Revenge with some crit damage in the middle or some attack percent somewhere else. You can press your luck with some Fatal, however, you're probably going to be very fragile because of none of that HP support and being the fact that you're going to have 5% taken away. So if you're going to do an attacker, I would suggest some Vampire in there with HP percent somewhere. But along that, it'll be very interesting to see how the Dark Mummy takes place. It is probably better than the Light Mummy. I say pretty much all the mummies are going to be better than the Light Mummy as far as I've seen. But if you guys have the Dark Mummy, I'd love to see it. If you have any of the mummies, any of the new monsters, I'd love to see it. But this will end the mummy reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed them a lot. But I'll be back with other monster reviews, so stay tuned guys. Thank you for watching this video and have a good day.